Well, we have to do this interview to the TV. And at first, I made an interview with DJ Rush 1 year ago, and he said that you are one of the greatest DJs of the future. What do you think of it?
I don't think. Well, I think my personal point of view. I think there is no. I really love Rush, but sometimes we push too far because I think there's no big names on this techno. You know, I think we are just a detail on the party, and the biggest name on the party is the people who are on the dance floor. You know, I don't think we will be the best DJs or the worst DJs. I think we are just there to make people dance. And if the crowd wants, then we will be good for them at that moment. But then the other day, if I do a bad set, I won't be that good. Well, I can be good only for that moment if the crowd wants me to.
Could you tell me a few words about you? What do you do usually on the weekdays?
On the weekdays, we stay with the music the whole week. It's our routine. When we wake up, we practice on the decks, we produce, we buy records from internet, we go to record shops. It's our routine. It's all about music.
Well, some
It's
people
good. We like it.
Some people tell us that the techno will be harder in the future, but other ones think that it will be slower. What's your opinion of it?
I think it will be enough room for everybody. There will be space for hard, space for slow techno. It doesn't matter. If the music is good, always will be space for it.
Yes.
Whose DJs who's have an effect on you?
Effect on us. Rush, of course. Olene, Marco Remus, Francavita, Overnatus,
Mario Ramirez from Victor King.
The beat came to Kill Switch and Reset,
Yeah.
Morrison.
Yeah.
Have you got homesickness because you travel a lot of places all over the world?
Oh yes, a lot. We miss our friends, our family, and our cats a lot. But we can't miss the opportunity to be here because we can improve a lot our music. In Brazil it's very hard to buy records and to get the knowledge about production and everything. So our heart is divided. We like here, but you know we love our country too. It's hard, but it's for the music.
Well, as we know, you get married at a party. How did you get to know each other?
We met in 1994 at the House Club, which was the first after hours of São Paulo, and which is the city we live in Brazil. And she was the hostess, and I was a clubber there. And 3 years later, 3 years after we got married, we started DJing as professional.
It's very good. Why exactly hard techno? Why did you choose it?
Well, it's a consequence. Like we like music dark and hard, but at the time when we met, there was not such hard music. But slowly, day by day, the music changed, and we changed also. And nowadays, we are more into the hard stuff.
Yeah, but we think that the music chose us, not us. Choose the music.
It's a consequence.
Yeah.
As I see, as a DJ, you play much stronger and harder techno than you write as a producer. What's the reason for this? Why is it?
We play harder than we produce.
Yeah.
There are some tracks we write that they are hard, and there are some tracks we write that are more techno, not hard techno. But it's because we like techno, you know. We like the feeling of the unexpected, the sound that you have never heard in your entire life. And this doesn't depends on the speed, the BPM. It depends on the energy the music has, you know.
Yes. Which countries have you been this summer?
This summer, we played in Hungary,
Hungary? Yeah,
We played,
47.
we played in Poland. We played, we played in Belgium,
Spain?
Spain.
Yeah, I think.
That's all?
I think I can't remember.
In the summer we stayed for 5 weeks.
Yeah.
So I think we played 4 times in Germany, 1 time in Holland,
Spain.
1 time in Spain, 1 time in Belgium,
Hungary too?
1 time in
Yeah.
Hungary. So it's okay for 5 weeks.
What do you think about the Hungarian audience?
Ah, I guess I got that. We love it.
Reminds of Brazil. Very similar, the crowd. Very happy and open for the music. It's good.
Finally, our readers know a little about the Brazilian party life. Could you tell us a few words about the Brazilian electronic music?
The Brazilian
Electronic music.
Brazilian electronic music
More small.
is more.
It's much harder than the European electronic
No,
music.
it's much smaller. It's quite a new thing in Brazil, electronic music. Where we live in São Paulo is the capital of the electronic music in Brazil. And it's good for all kinds of styles there. But it's very small compared to Europe.
Yes.
And nowadays we have some problems with the police. It's forbidden open air parties in Brazil. So nowadays it's quite hard. But still inside the clubs, there are nice parties.
But few years later, it wasn't hard in the electronic music in Brazil.
What do you mean hard?
There was no hard music in Brazil a few years ago.
A few years ago.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, actually, the hard music has evolved in, I think, not only in Brazil but also here in Europe last 5 years. A lot because of DJ Rush, because he always keep pushing forward the techno into the more harder stuff. But I think like in São Paulo, it started also because he came there and he played there.
Yeah.
Well, Rush is a pioneer and he's the big spreader of this style all over the world.
Well, thank you for the interview and I'm pleased to meet you.
Thank you. Thanks for this interview. Köszönöm.
Szívesen.
Köszönöm.